Could the Los Angeles Rams make a trade for Micah Parsons? We're talking about in this video. Checking out this article by Cameron DeSilva at the Rams Wire says Micah Parsons made headlines on Friday when he officially requested a trade from the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm not going to read it here, but he had a very lengthy statement. And so I know it's become kind of a thing where like players use this request to trade for contract negotiations, which Parsons currently is in a contract negotiation with the Cowboys. But I don't, and maybe it's just a negotiation tactic, but there's a lot of weight to it by making a statement like that, where he actively says goodbye to Cowboys fans. Anyway, due to their ongoing contract dispute, the two sides are reportedly far apart on a potential deal. And Parsons made it clear he no longer wants to play for the team that drafted him. Is this a golden opportunity for the Los Angeles Rams to swoop in with one of their patented big splashes? It's the type of move Les Snead has never been afraid to make. Out of all the GMs in the NFL, he is definitely one of them that would somehow find a way to make this trade happen if it were to happen. The Rams traded for Von Miller during the 2021 season, and he springboarded them into a Super Bowl ring. They also traded for Jalen Ramsey in 2019, signed Odell Beckham in 2021, and acquired Brandon Cooks in 2018. Not to mention the Matthew Stafford trade. We're not afraid. Rams are not afraid to give up some first-round picks. Parsons is in a class of his own as a trade chip, being one of the best defenders anywhere in the league. He's a legitimate game changer, someone offenses have to account for on every snap. Could you imagine Jared Verse and Micah Parsons? Oh, man. Anyway, just as they did with Aaron Donald each week. Not to mention, he's only 26 years old and entering the prime of his career. Every season, he's one of the favorites to win Defensive Player of the Year and seems destined to win it at some point in the near future. For a team like the Rams that already has the pieces to win a Super Bowl, Parsons would put them over the top. Yeah. It would just take a lot to pry him from the Cowboys, who reportedly are not interested in trading him, obviously. The starting point in trade negotiations would be at least a first round, probably two. It would probably take two first rounders, but at least a first and a second round pick. After that, the Rams could include a player or two, or potentially another first rounder. That's a high price to pay for a player in the final year of his contract. But that's what it takes to acquire proven pass rushers in today's NFL. Anyway, Cameron goes on to kind of break down a possible trade. Maybe the Rams have to trade up some of their players. Kind of does bring some. He brings some numbers into it. Like Parsons is on the books for $24 million in this year alone, and he wants to be the highest paid pass rusher in the league on his next deal. TJ Watt currently holds that crown at 41 per year, a number that Parsons will target in negotiations. So that alone is why I don't think the Rams will even make a call for Micah Parsons. I could be totally wrong, and because it would take the Rams trading some players because they'd have to sign them to a new deal and everything like that. I see some speculation online of Ram fans being like, let's trade Byron Young and 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. And I don't think it's as easy as that because of the contract situation with Micah Parsons. And the reality is, I like what the Rams have out of their front four. I really like this Byron Young, Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner. I like what this unit is, and it's not that Micah Parsons getting traded to the Rams wouldn't make them better, but it would just, I don't know. I don't know if you want to mess up with the vibe. That's kind of my thought there. And again, this video is purely made out of speculation. I'll admit, I'm taking advantage of a trending topic. I don't think there's any chance that Micah Parsons becomes a Los Angeles Ram in the next couple of weeks before the season starts. I've been proven wrong before, and Les Snead is definitely one of those GMs that he would make it. He would make the trade happen if the Rams really wanted to, go all in and try and get Micah Parsons on their team, I could see it happening. But that being said, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Do you think there's any chance this deal gets done? I don't. And I don't like it. If it did happen, I'd get excited about it, but I don't feel this is particularly a need for the Rams. I'm excited to see Byron Young and Jared Verse and Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk, this unit, come together. I think that they have a chance to lead the NFL in sacks and QB pressures, which that's really the stat that we're looking for out of our pass rush. And I think the Rams, with adding Poona Ford and hopefully some upgraded linebacker play with Nate Landman and Omar Spate's development, I'm hoping they can be better against the run this year. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to see how this all plays out. I think that this is going to be a fun thing to watch if you're a football fan. Is this just a negotiation tactic by Micah Parsons and his agent? Maybe that's all this is, right? And maybe Jerry Jones is like, oh, I didn't think it would get to this level, and let's find a way to pay Micah, right? So we'll see. We will see how this all turns out. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Feel free to like and subscribe for more great Rams content. I'll be doing a watch party for the Rams preseason games, so make sure that you're subscribed, and we will chat Rams, football, everything and anything in between all season long.